What's going on, everybody? It's your boy L Dog back in the building, man. LARREACTIONS. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all already know what we here to talk about. Wrestlemania has come and gone, and we're still dealing with the aftermath of everything that fucking happened. Now, I did put out a YouTube short about Oba. Wow. They did the right thing. They did the right thing. And then it ended with a jaw-dropping moment. I'm just saying, but I'm going to get into that. I'm gonna go through this. It's not going to be a very long video. I'm just going to go through, gripes, dislikes, and loved. Night one, first match, 3-on-3. The Usos and LA Knight versus The Vision, along with I Show Speed. For those of you who don't know, I Show Speed had a show out where he actually wrestled a match, and Randy Orton was training him. So he's been prepared for this. Now, do I think he has a future in this? Definitely. He that bump. Did you see that bump that he took? He did the frog splash on Logan Paul through the table. I mean, that was the initiation. That was the nod to him pursuing a wrestling career. I mean, not saying he's just gonna strap in and just go forward and stop everything else that he's doing. It'll be like a slow build. You know what I'm saying? Because the crowd likes him, and that's what you need. And then he's a natural athlete, so he already got that in the bag. He already got it. If he focuses on this is something that he could definitely do. But shout out to them. Shout out to him for that, and shout out to the Usos for winning, him and LA Knight. Now all we need is LA Knight to get to win the Money in the Bank. It's time, Triple H. You listening? It's time. He needs to win Money in the Bank. He been putting in work. Unchosen. The shirt says that for a reason. But anyway, congratulations to everybody involved. But moving right along. The second match of night one, Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre, unsanctioned. This match was good. They brought the violence like I kind of thought they were, but I wanted more. These motherfuckers was fighting on the rafters, falling off shit on SmackDown. They kept this shit in the ring. Most of it, a lot of it was in the ring and right outside of the ring. That shit, them motherfuckers should have been fighting in the stalls, the bathroom, the fucking concession stands. I wanted to see, hell, throw a food fight in there. Take one of the fans' fold up chairs and hit somebody, hit each other with it. This is what I wanted. But I guess they were worried about time. If they would have cut back on some of them fucking ads, we might have would have got it. But that ain't what we got. We got a good match that should have been great, in my opinion. I'm just saying. But congratulations to Jacob Fatu for the win. They've been saying it online that Drew is on his way to shoot a movie, so he's gonna be absent for a little bit. So it made sense for Jacob to be the one to go over with this and push Jacob to the main title picture, because it's prime picking. He's ready. He's been ready. He is ready, bro. But shout out to that match. That was a good match. It was a good match. Next match. What was the next match? Oh God. Okay. The Fatal 4-Way tag match for the women's tag team championships. This match was botch galore. I'm talking about botch after botch after botch. The greatest thing about this match was Paige making her return, which I heard about that a few hours prior to the show starting. For a lot of people might not remember Paige. I remember Paige, and Paige Paige was on her shit. It's just like she never left. It's been 8 years. She had to retire. She had to leave WWE because of other things. I'm just gonna say it. She was in a she was on a certain hub website with some revealing material. Her and Mr. Xavier Woods. But anyway, that's that's another story. But her showing, she had a great showing. When she got tagged in, she had the crowd eating out the palm of her hand, and she ain't missed a beat. If you're gonna replace Nikki Bella with anybody, which Nikki Bella got a lot of fucking ring rust, that was a vast improvement. That brought up the quality of the match. But honestly, I feel like Bayley and Lara should have won. Lara and Bayley have been putting in work. Yeah, they've been winning. They got some losses too, especially Lara. Lara, maybe they'll push Lara to the main event scene because she needs to be there. Lara's been putting in work. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets the Money in the Bank, if she's the one, and then Bayley will turn heel. I don't know where they're going because I'm hearing things that Bayley was kind of upset with the whole with the way things turned out because Paige just coming back and then she ends up winning. It's kind of that's what happened when she first. Matter of fact, that's what happened when she made her debut on the main roster. She won the Divas Championship, her first match on the main roster. So it's kind of and not shitting on Paige or nothing like that. I blame the writers because it's other ways you could have went about that. In my opinion, I'm just saying. And then I don't know what's going on with Nia Jax, man. Everything about Nia Jax right now just looks poor and piss poor performance to me. Like she just didn't show up to work. And it's Mania. It's other women that would kill to be in your spot. I'm just saying, it's other women that would kill to be in your spot. And then you got Lash Legend. You supposed to be like teaching her to be, I'm just saying. When Nia Jax gets in the ring, it's just some of the motions of ways that she does moves. Hell, even Charlotte with that chop. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. It's so fucking animated and it looks so cheap. Like we know that y'all are, you know what I'm saying? We know we're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? I go back to the shadow punching and shit like that. Just damn. Especially motherfuckers with long hair. It ain't no excuse. At least hit the fucking hair. You know what I'm saying? Don't do this like this to face. Don't do that. What the fuck? Stopped it. Cody Rhodes notorious for that. And I hate that shit. But anyway, that to me, that match was lackluster. The only thing great about it, when Paige got tagged in, Paige was on her shit. She made the shit look, hey, I'm in this match and it's believable and I'm finna be in this motherfucker and that's it. Like for real. And they won. So shout out to them. Shout out to everybody involved, man. The next match, which, damn it, this was match of the night. This was match of the night. And I said that in my video short that I posted. Seth freaking Rollins and the Ring General Gunther. Oh my, what are we talking about? This shit was a classic. And it ended exactly like I thought it was going to end it. It ended exactly like I thought it was going to end it. Braun Breaker made his return and Braun Breaker speared Seth Rollins into fucking oblivion. Back to fucking default settings. I'm not lying. And then the crowd is diabolical. He up the ramp and then all of a sudden he say, You hear the crowd saying, "One more time." What? Seth Rollins did a full fucking, not Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker did a full fucking Olympic sprint back down that ramp and caught Seth with another spear. But it was like the lower half of his abdomen. That shit was crazy. Like around the thigh area. That shit was crazy. And I cannot wait to see how far they push their rivalry with each other. Honestly. Because that shit's gonna get intense. But I'm still thinking about the favor. You remember Gunther told Paul Heyman, "You owe me a favor." But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in just a second. But great match. Gunther pulled off the win. And Gunther is different. I keep telling people this. One of my favorite YouTube streamers, he said he believes Gunther doesn't have ring presence. I was like, are you crazy? No. He got all the ring presence. He's a throwback to the old school smash mouth, in your face heel. And I love it. Because he is zero bullshit. Put his foot in your face. You shit in shoestrings. I'm talking about, yeah. Gunther is fucking different. But shout out to everybody involved in that match. That was match of the night. That was match of the fucking night. It was. Okay. So, moving right along. The next one was AJ Lee versus the man, the big time, Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental title. Now, this could have went either way, but I kind of already knew that Becky was winning, especially from her entrance. She had the live band. I'm like, Becky's winning. I was texting my brother and my coworker, and I was like, look, I said, Becky winning. Becky is winning. AJ come out there with the little kids. The only thing that would have got under Becky's skin would have made me think that AJ had a chance of winning. You remember she said that Becky said that her daughter's favorite wrestler is AJ Lee. AJ should have pulled out their phone and did a Skype call and broadcast it on Titantron. I'm telling you, it's Mania. Go for the gusto. It's Mania. Let's do it. I'm just saying. But this match, and you could tell AJ Lee, she's been out of the ring. She hasn't been in the ring that much since she's been back. But you can tell, there's a little rust there. But she's in shape and she caught it. But the man, like I said, she won. She pulled it off. There were shenanigans with that same referee. I forgot her name, but that ref's name. But her and Becky are always into it every time, and I love that they keep doing it. So she basically was against she took the pad off the turnbuckle, and she was sitting there in the corner. And when AJ ran at her, Becky pulled the ref in the way. So the ref over there checking her, holding her head or whatever like that. And then Becky grabbed AJ and rammed her head into the turnbuckle, the steel turnbuckle. Manhandle slam, 1, 2, 3. Your new 3-time Intercontinental Women's Champion, the man, Becky Lynch. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. And when you think about it, you got to think about, is AJ going to be able to make the shows? Because really she came in as a part-timer. So it makes sense. Becky is a mainstay, so it made sense. And then, like I said, the entrance. And I love her theme song, Becky's. And she came out with the live band. So it was a given. It was a fucking given. But anyway. Moving right along. Shout out to the man, Becky Lynch. The next match, Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan with her new music video. Oh my fucking God. Okay. The way they built this match, perfect. I needed everybody to be on this same type of energy. Okay. This match was entertaining. It was good. It was a scrap. And of course the Judgment Day got involved. And you knew women's champion Liv Morgan. When Judgment Day came in and then she debuted her music video, I was like, Liv is winning. Liv is winning. Liv, when it comes to the presence of being a champion, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with Stephanie. I love Stephanie Vicker. But the English, they gotta, it takes the fans out of it when her native language is not English, because most of the time it's English fans. And WWE got fans all over the world, but you gotta be able to communicate with the fans freely. You know what I'm saying? And clearly. They don't want to be looking at the bottom at subtitles. And as far as personality, I feel like Liv has more personality. She's fun, she's crazy. She walk around with her ass cheeks out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then she with one of the biggest pieces of shit ever in the WWE. Yeah, I'm talking about Dirty Dom. Yeah, that motherfucker. You love the hater, and that's why I feel like they made that decision to, hey, we gonna give it to Liv. We gonna let Liv get over, and that's cool. Like this could have went either way, but congratulations to Liv Morgan. Now everybody just trying to see what's gonna happen with the Judgment Day. Judgment Day, I'm telling you, Judgment Day finna be an all girl group. The only dude that's gonna be there is JD McDonough. I'm just saying. But shout out to everybody involved. Now the main event for night one. Wow. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton with Pat McAfee for the undisputed WWE title. This match took about 22, 23 minutes. This was good. It didn't need Pat McAfee. And Cody Rhodes packed McAfee up within before the match even officially started. Put him on the table. Jelly Roll popped up out of nowhere and elbowed him through the table. I was like, and the ambulance came with not the ambulance, but they brought the paramedics came out there with the stretcher. They put Pat McAfee on the stretcher, and he was on his way out, and he was doing this, and then it turned to that. I was like, this dude is a clown. This dude is a fucking clown. Don't get me wrong. Everything they've been saying about Pat McAfee, I love Pat McAfee on commentary. What he's done for commentary, he brought more life to it. He did. When Shinsuke came out, he was always doing the air guitar and shit. When Jay came out, he was always yeeting. I mean, he was engaged with all the characters that the WWE has to enhance their entrance experience. And I love that shit about Pat. But putting him in a major storyline, not so much a fan of. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need Pat McAfee. And if you're going to do that with this story that everybody's been clamoring for, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, so much fucking history. The guy behind the call should have been KO. It should have been Kevin Owens or The Rock. It's somebody, not Pat fucking McAfee. It's like, I swear, y'all just playing AI roulette. Y'all, how should we do this? And I'm like, what the fuck were y'all thinking? I can't wait to Unreal come on again this summer, because I want to know. What was the thought process behind it? It's got to be some. It had to be something, because that shit was crazy. That shit was wild. Man. But Cody retained. So the fucking ref got knocked out, and I was like, uh-oh, here come the bullshit. Here we go. And they needed another ref. Pat McAfee comes running back down there in a referee shirt. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then all of a sudden, he went for the count. Randy Orton went for the pin or whatever. Pat McAfee went for the count. And Cody kicked out, of course. And they standing there, and Pat trying to rev Randy Orton up, like, you the man. You got this. And I was like, the way he was standing, I was like, Randy finna RKO the shit out of Pat McAfee. And he did. He RKO'd the shit out of Pat McAfee. I was like, oh shit. And then all of a sudden, he wasn't looking. He wasn't paying attention to Cody. Cody got up, crossroads, I think for like the third time. 1, 2, 3. The official ref actually came in. 1, 2, 3. Cody is still the undisputed WWE champion. But after that, Randy got up, took the belt from Cody, bashed him over the head with it, and then he punted him. What the fuck? This rivalry is not done. It's not done. And from here on, minus Pat McAfee, it could only get better. Hopefully. But man, shit was crazy. And it was entertaining. But my thing, it was not match of the night. And it should have been. But it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Cody Rhodes for pulling that off. Can't wait to see what happens on SmackDown. Absolutely can't wait to see what happens on SmackDown. Now, night 2. They started off Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Did not disappoint. This was not a squash match. I'm glad it wasn't a squash match. Your winner, the ruler, Obafemi. This man has the honor of walking around saying that he's the man that gave Brock Lesnar his last match. Because after he won, Brock started unlacing his boots. He left his boots and his gloves in the ring and threw up the X, him and Paul Heyman sharing a moment, and it was beautiful. As much as Brock Lesnar irritates me or has irritated me over the years, as long as I've been a wrestling fan, I couldn't say nothing but thank you, because he's contributed a lot to the business. He got a lot of fans. Even when he first came in, when he made his debut, when he made his first championship match against The Rock, and The Rock put him over. Not saying he's always been willing to put people over in his career. You know what I'm saying? But you can't take away from what he's brought to WWE. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you love him, you hate him. Just like Hogan. But that's a different conversation. But Brock Lesnar, for what he's done, it was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful send-off. But that takes me back to the favor with Gunther. Gunther's gonna ask Paul Heyman to get Brock Lesnar to leave Saskatchewan or wherever he's from for that one more match. Gunther wants Brock Lesnar's Infinity Stone. He wants it, and he's gonna get it, because the original plan, he was supposed to get Rey Mysterio's Infinity Stone, but Rey had got fucking injured, and they had to pivot. And Rey came back just in time to be in the next match. the Intercontinental ladder match. But man, Oba Femi is, and excuse me, I'm getting into my Marvel bag here. He like that. No, he's absolute. He is the inevitable. He is. Even at the post conference, if y'all saw it, the crowd was yelling OTC, and Oba said the OTC can get it too. What the fuck? Monday Night Raw. If they run into each other, it's gonna break everything. It's gonna break the internet. Hell, the Netflix stream might fuck up. Everything might fuck up. The broadcast, everything might fuck up when that happens. Truly the epitome of the immovable object meets the irresistible force. Oba and Roman Reigns. Think about that shit, how that shit sounds on paper. The ruler, the bringer of war, versus the head of the table, the tribal chief. It's money, and it's mania. That's mania. I don't think they should push this immediately. This is something that needs to cook. I mean, filet mignon on this motherfucker. This needs to cook. But a part of me think that the final boss is gonna get involved, and that's gonna make it even better. Because Oba Femi is undeniable. He's unfucking. I'm proud. I'm so proud that Brock decided to put him over. Very happy. But we're right along to the second match. The 6-man Intercontinental ladder match. Wow. Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, Penta, Rey Mysterio, JD McDonough, and Rusev. Yeah, Rusev. Great. Excellent fucking match. I knew it was going to be chaos. It's been a long time since we had an IC Intercontinental title ladder match at Mania. I was blown away that Penta wanted the smoke. When he made the challenge, Penta wanted the smoke. And my predictions, I was right. Because I said if Penta don't retain, it'll be crazy. But I can actually see them doing it if they gave it to Javon Evans. If Kofi Kingston came out there and helped Javon, and Javon won it. But that's not what happened. Penta retained. So congratulations to Penta, man. Hey, Cito, Miro, he fucking deserve it. He fucking deserve it. That shit sound like some superhero shit. Cito, that shit for real. Real shit. Every time he come out on the entrance, I be doing the Penta walk. I ain't lying. Everybody should be doing the Penta walk because Penta is that dude. But Javon Evans had a moment. Javon Evans hit an OG cutter off the top turnbuckle on the Rusev while he was on the ladder. Shit was beautiful. That boy going places. That boy bouncy, but that boy going places. But anyway, shout out to everybody involved. Hell of a match. But moving right along. The next match, and I might be out of order, but Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor, but not just Finn. Not just regular Finn Balor. The demon. He summoned the demon. And the demon came in that motherfucker in rare form. No talking, no bullshit. Straight to the fucking point of beating Dirty Dom, fake ass Tom Selleck looking ass. I got that from Xavier Woods, by the way. But yeah, man, this was an entertaining match. It was, and it went just like I thought it would. Just like I thought it would. Finn for the win, because Finn deserves something. For them to have Finn come back with the demon persona and him lose, it wouldn't have made any fucking sense. It would have made no sense at all. None. But they are doing a hell of a job with promoting Dom with the AAA because he's over there doing his thing. And I just think them putting their main title, their championship on him, it puts a lot of eyes on AAA. You know what I'm saying? Because Dom's a piece of shit. And he goes against everything traditional about Lucha Libre and calling himself king of the Lucha Libres. It just, you can't buy that type of heat. So they know what they're doing. You know, but shout out to Finn Balor, the Demon, for the win. Hopefully, they put Finn back in the world title picture. He needs to be. And he need to get back winning matches. Honestly. But shout out to everybody involved. Next, Sami Zayn versus Uncle Whoop That, the Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper, Trick Williams. You already know what happened. You already know what happened. We are now officially in the Whoop That Trick era, with Trick Williams appearing at his first WrestleMania and winning his first WrestleMania match. That was also for the United States title. So we have a new United States champion, Trick Williams. You know, it's like my brother was saying. He said, tell me you deserve a title without telling me you deserve a title. That's Trick Williams. He got it. The aura. The aura, the swag. He got it. He on the mic. The fact they kept him on NXT longer, it did wonders for everything that he's doing now. Because he ain't missing a beat. He ain't missing a fucking beat. He comes out, everybody stops what they doing, and they yelling Whoop That Trick. The whole fucking arena, Allegiant Stadium, was yelling Whoop That Trick. The bellows, the echoes from it was off from the music, and they were trying to stay in flow with the music, but everybody was yelling it so loud that it sounded, the echo, you could hear the echo, and it felt offbeat from the beat, from his theme music. And shout out to Trick Williams, man. Shout out to Trick Williams. Now, Sami Zayn probably gonna go full heel. I mean, it ain't no excuse for him not to. He might as well. But maybe Kevin Owens come back and they gonna do some reckless shit together. My brother, he made a comment. He said, you know, they let Miz be champion. They could at least let Sami Zayn be champion once. And my opinion, I was like, they should have been pulled the trigger on Sami Zayn being champion. Now they got so much talent. It's trying to fit Sami Zayn in the right storyline at the right time, because they got so much talent. And to just put Sammy in the world title picture, they got to think about all the other variables that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And not make the show look like it's just rushed or cheap. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. My bro was saying he should win Money in the Bank. I said, I disagree. I think LA Knight should win Money in the Bank. It's time. But shout out to Trick Williams, man. But moving right along. So the last two matches. Next match, Jade Cargill versus Rhea for the Women's World Championship. Now, this was a good match. This was really good. I was very skeptical because I've seen Jade Cargill wrestle, but she really stepped her game up for Mania. She really did. She really held her own against Rhea Ripley. She did. She really did. But as usual, shenanigans. As y'all know, Jade Cargill got a goon squad, Meechin and B-Fab, and they came out there and they interfered. And then all of a sudden, here come EO to save the day. And another thing, I love EO, but I hate this shit here that I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it. No disrespect to yo. I just take that out your move set. We good. I love her. I love it. I love it. But but yeah, man. They had they did a spot where it was like a reverse. Jade Cargill went for the jaded move. Rhea Ripley tucked and rolled and came back and still had like her arms and got her for the riptide. That shit was beautiful. That shit was beautiful. And she is your new women's world champion. So that means she's officially on SmackDown. So maybe that'll help SmackDown get up to par. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that's crazy. On a side note, people that weren't on the Mania card is fucking crazy to me. Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes, they could have put them in that United States title match and still had Trick win. The fact that they weren't on the card is disrespectful. Because they have the most entertaining matches on SmackDown. Next to next to Aleister Black. He wasn't on the card. It's crazy. And y'all could have fit them in somewhere. I'm just saying. Y'all could have done it. But, anyway, it's just a gripe. Moving right along. The final match. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. So much build up to this match. So much mudslinging. So much shit that's up for debate. Who should win? Who shouldn't win? Who's going to interfere? There was no interference. It was just them. And that shows the type of caliber of superstars that these two are. Because there was no outside interference. There was none. I think it got to the point where they were outside fighting and hitting each other with shit. And I'm like, wait a minute. This ain't no disqualification match, but I'm pretty sure the ref was like, you know what? If I stop this shit, I'm probably gonna get fired. So fuck it. Yeah. But they were battling. They were fucking going at it. This match was great. This match was fucking great. Epic. It really was. It got to the point they beat each other so bad they were barely fucking moving. And our tribal chief is different. He's standing up. CM Punk throwing punches like took off his tape. At that point where he took off the wrist tape, that's him leaving everything in the ring. That means he's at his end. He ain't got much more left. And he took 2 spears, and that second spear, 1, 2, 3, it's over. And your new World Heavyweight Champion. Our tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. This match is what WrestleMania is all about. The fact that they left it all out there in the ring speaks volumes about the direction they're wanting to go. For them to choose to put it back on Roman, or have Roman and CM Punk headline, because these are wrestlers, ladies and gentlemen. These are prime superstars of their craft. They know what the fuck they doing. And the fact that in the middle of the match, they're performers to the T. Roman Reigns talking shit to Phil, CM Punk while he down. Priceless. I loved every minute of it. I loved every minute. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of both of these guys. I'm a fan of both of them. But going into it, I was like, when Roman's entrance came on and you saw the opera lady about to sing and the dude on the piano, I was like, Roman winning. Jesus Christ, Roman is winning. And then he came out with the black as usual, but it had the gold accents in his gear. I was like, he's winning. His gear matched the title. He's winning. You can't have gear like that and not win. And then CM Punk came out. It was just going through his his rise from the indie scene to now. It was great. And the video package they put together before the match happened, amazing. I wish they really get back to doing that more, like old school style. But we're gonna see what happens. If the video crew and the video editing crew in the back, if they down for that, hey, throw it in the budget. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But all in all, in my opinion, night 2 was a lot better than night 1. But big things happen, great things happen, and I'm happy. I'm happy. As much as people say they hate wrestling, this is by far the greatest thing on earth to be a fan of. It is. It really is. It talks about all walks of life, the characters, everything, milestones, everything, and I'm here for it. And this is another great show. I'm just saying, man. But hey, that's my take on it, man. Y'all know what to do. Y'all make sure y'all comment what y'all thought about WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2. I know this video was long as hell, but WrestleMania, it deserved a long format video. And I really enjoy this YouTube shit. Y'all make sure y'all comment. We could talk about it. We could debate about it. Anything you want to do, anything you want to talk about wrestling, we in there. I'm in there. But hey, man, y'all know what to do. And as usual, make sure y'all like and subscribe. And God bless the Fed. Whoa.